Gaya has it, looking for the run of Højbjerg, finds him. I've got the ball in here to Son to finish. Son again finds him. What options do we have in the middle? We have Lucas Moura. Has he got the pace to run into? He does. He strikes, and that is a brilliant, brilliant save from De Gea. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to another episode of my FIFA 22 career mode with Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. And we do have a jam-packed schedule to get through today. If I quickly head over to the calendar, you can see we have 7 games to play in this episode. We've got Newcastle at home. We've got 2 Europa Conference League games against Rangers, an away game against Villa, Brighton at home, United away, and then finishing off with Brentford away. So I think I'm going to plan to sim a couple of these. I think I'll play the Newcastle game. I'll play one of the Europa Conference League games, and then I'll probably sim the Aston Villa game, sim the Brighton game, play United, and then see how I get on with Brentford. But just before we dive into the home game against Newcastle, let's just take a quick look at the standings to see how we're getting on. And as you can see, we are still third, 6 points off of Liverpool in second, Manchester United in fourth, we're 8 points. They're 8 points off of us, so we're in a pretty strong position heading into the final 9 games of the season. Manchester City have actually taken the lead. They are a game ahead of Liverpool, so Liverpool do have a game in hand, but they are 3 points clear, so Liverpool have to win that game in hand. Chelsea 5th, Villa 6th, and Arsenal in 7th, Wolves 8th, and our opponents today, Newcastle United in 9th. And quickly heading down to the bottom of the table, Nottingham Forest in 18th, Leicester really struggling in 19th, and Leeds United in 20th. But that's enough about the table. Let's get on to our first game against Newcastle and let's see how we get on. And here we are, it's the usual starting 11 for me, usual formation, usual guys back in the starting 11. As for Newcastle, they've gone 4-5-1, so looking to pack the midfield, but they still have enough targets out wide. I think St. Maximum in particular is going to be a difficult one to contend with, but yeah, I'm pretty confident. We are at home. It is a game. I think we do have some breathing space from United, so yeah, hopefully we can go into this one with a bit of confidence and hopefully we can get a good result. So we kick off our first game of the episode, a home game against Newcastle at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And as I said in the build-up, it is a game that, well, we can take some confidence in. We aren't under a huge amount of pressure as we are 8 points clear of United. So we can hopefully have a bit of fun in this game, and hopefully that lack of pressure will help us get a decent result. As Kane drops into a good position, gives it to Son. Kulusevski was there, chose not to go with him. Højbjerg gives it back to Son, looks to strike. Good start to the game, and it's a good save from Nick Pope. We force our first corner of the game. Heung-min Son with a low drive, well beaten away from Nick Pope. But what can we do with the resulting corner? Heung-min Son going to throw this into the box. Romero's there, and it's over the bar. They have it again. St. Maximin. He's going to be a problem. Oxlade-Chamberlain gives it to Joe Linton, has it. Out wide. Trippier running onto it. The former Tottenham right back. To Fraser. Into Bruno. Mahrez. Chamberlain gets away. The ball is on there. Where am I defence? Lloris with a huge save. We were carved open there. I don't know what my defence was doing. Poor stuff for us. And Newcastle come again. Oh my, what a turn. What a turn from the striker. Lovely turn to get away from Eric Dyer. And he couldn't stick it in the back of the net. Another great save from Hugo Lloris. And we're off the hook here. Maybe we need a bit of pressure. We are a bit complacent in the opening 20 minutes. Maybe we need that pressure to keep up a good performance. Gaya has it, looking for the run of Højbjerg. Finds him. I've got the ball in here to Son to finish. Doesn't get the finish. But Basuma now. I thought he was going to be able to strike. He wasn't. And Newcastle get it away. Big opportunity there for us. Heung-min Son really should have put that one away. And St. Maximum drives into the infield. Bruno Guimaraes gives it to... I thought he was going to give it to the striker, but he didn't manage to get there. Dyer will get there eventually. I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to, but he does. A little bit more awareness with the final ball. We really could, but yeah, hopefully we can improve on that as the season goes on. As Heung-min Son picks it up, looking for the run of Gaya. Find him. He's got the space. Going to just play this into Harry Kane. Surely he'll finish off the post. Kulusevski keeps it in play. Heung-min Son has it. Trying to give that to Basuma, but Højbjerg has it. Now Kane. Newcastle A little bit nervy at the back, and that is poor again. Basuma into Kane to Son, looking for the wing back, finds him. We've got acres of space on this left-hand side. He finds the ball in, and it's not good enough. Just not enough pace on that ball to Kulusevski. He had to stretch for it, and it ends up going over the bar. Kulusevski into Son, looking for the run. Find the run. We've got options in the centre. Can we find the right ball? We can, and it is an own goal. I think Gaia will celebrate. He thinks that's his first goal of the season. Whether or not it will go down as that, I don't know. But we finally get a decent ball into the box. It's played with enough power. Too much power for the defenders. And one of them, I think it's Kieran Trippier trying to mark Harry Kane. Not sure. It might be Kieran Trippier. I'm not actually sure who that is. But, yeah, ended up sticking its target. So it does go down as an own goal for us. But, yeah, crazy defending at the back. Good ball in. We finally get a good ball in. And look what it results in. And we now can counter. Poor play for us then. Kane looking for the run of Emerson Royale. We find him. Going to try and whip this in. That's a poor ball from Emerson Royale. Newcastle to try and counter-attack here. We've got to be sensible. They've got options. Bruno Guimaraes can't leave any spaces open. Murphy has it. Sessegnon with a good interception. And we have options here. Richarlison, Son. We've got to get this in. It's 2-0 surely. It's not. What a miss from Heung-min Son. Off the post. And another huge chance goes begging. Bentancur, I did not mean to give that back to Longley. And the chance potentially goes away from us. But Heung-min Son has it. Can't get the shot in. Tries to give it to Basuma. That's the wrong option. And Emerson Royale can't get there and it goes off for a Newcastle throw. And that is the end of the game. Literally, the game ended as soon as the ball went out for a throw. I actually just pressed the advance button to kind of speed the game up. And the game ended. So, yeah, ends here 1-0. Pretty good game from our side. Not too much in the way of chances, but we do manage to get the job done. A 1-0 win here for our first game of the episode. Let's move on to our Europa Conference League game. So I think I'm going to sim this game. You can see I've kept the majority of my first team. The only change is I brought Richarlison in for Heung-min Son. Richarlison's been on absolute fire here in the Europa Conference League. So hopefully he can continue to fire and get us some away goals. As I said, I'm going to sim because I'm hopeful we should be able to get a decent result. And obviously, depending on what the result is, I'll make the decision whether or not I'm going to sim or play the return leg. As you can see from Rangers, they've gone 4-3-3 and Lacazette, former Arsenal man, leading the line for them. So hopefully he can avoid having a decent game against us here. But let's see what we can do away against Rangers. And it is a great result. 3-1, 3 away goals against Rangers. That is a huge result after them, especially after them taking the lead as well. Kane and Richarlison getting on the score sheet along with Eric Dyer. Richarlison continuing his rich reign of form in the Europa Conference League. So really, really positive result as we move on to our next Premier League game. So when we go to our next Premier League game, we are away at Aston Villa, and as you can see from my starting 11, I have made several changes, several enforced changes due to fatigue after that midweek Europa Conference League game. So it's still Lloris in goal, Sanchez, Lacroix and Romero at the back, Spence and Sessegnon in the wing-back positions, Basuma, Bentancur and Bryan Hill in the midfield, and then Richarlison replaces Kane up front with Heung-min Son returning to the starting lineup. And as for Villa, it's a 4-4-2 diamond, Coutinho in that cam position, so it caused us a few problems in the previous games. So hopefully he doesn't in this one, but again, we've got some breathing space between us and United, so hopefully we can take the pressure off and get a decent result at Villa Park. Basuma out wide to Jed Spence. He's got pace to burn and he's got space to run into. Can we get a decent cross? It is a decent cross. Thought Son was going to be able to get to that on the volley, but unfortunately he isn't, and Aston Villa can break away here. Bentancur gets there first. Sessegnon has it. Back in field to Bentancur. Looking out wide now. Jed Spence. First time ball in the box. Way over everyone else's head. And Aston Villa will collect with Ramsey. That is a bit of a wayward header there from Watkins. Richarlison almost in, but good defending. I think it was from Cash in the end. I was trying to look for passes, but no one's on. Bentancur's on, but the pass is not there from Bryan Hill. And Aston Villa get it back. This is very much an end-to-end ferocious start to this first half. And Aston Villa have space on the left-hand side. Off the bar from Lucadinha. Best chance of the game for Villa. Best chance of the game for anyone, really. Great opportunity. He was unmarked there at the far post. Lloris was beaten. Fortunately, our crossbar wasn't, and we get the goal kick to Spence. Basuma. Good stuff from him. He's been really good in midfield for us since he's taken the place of Bentancur. Sessegnon has it. Lovely ball across. And I thought Basuma, just as I was saying positive things about him, was going to bury that in the back of the net. Unfortunately, he doesn't. The header comes off the back of Lucadinha. Great defending from him. And we do have a corner. Heung-min Son going to throw this one into the box, looking for the tallest man in Lacroix. He got a solid head on it. It goes wide of the target. Watkins. Back to Kamara. Lovely play from Aston Villa. Lucadinha has it. What defending from Lacroix. But it doesn't matter because Lucadinha, on his weaker foot, with the volley, absolutely smashes it past Hugo Lloris at the near post. And Aston Villa lead here 1-0. That is a brilliant goal. He celebrates with the manager. All over the shop at the back for us. I thought Lacroix just almost saved the day. It was a great interception from him. But unfortunately, it fell right back into the path of Digne. And what a finish on the volley into the near post. Hugo Lloris with absolutely no chance. And Aston Villa lead here at Villa Park. 1-0. Bentancur onto Heung-min Son. We have switched to 3 up front. Richarlison's gone slightly deeper. Lucas Moura has come on, as has Harry Kane. Bentancur has it, looking for options. Find Richarlison, looking for the run of Lucas Moura. Find him, he gets the ball in. Kane's there, the substitute with his first touch of the ball. He touches it with his head straight into the back of the net. Lucas Moura and Harry Kane, the 2 substitutes combined. And it's a brilliant goal for us. It's 1-0 here at Villa Park. Richarlison out to Lucas Moura. Lovely ball in. Harry Kane out-muscles the centre-back. Gets it past the goalkeeper. He adds to his Premier League tally. We add a goal here at Villa Park. It's Aston Villa 1, Tottenham 1. To Bentancur. Out wide to Heung-min Son. Harry Kane looking for Son again. Finds him. What options do we have in the middle? We have Lucas Moura. And Lucas Moura forces a brilliant save from the goalkeeper. It was almost 2-1 there. Took it on the volley. It was straight at the goalkeeper, to be fair, but he still had to make himself big. He did make himself big. And we get a corner. No, we don't. It's a goal kick, annoyingly. Thought that just came off the goalkeeper, but it must have rebounded off of Lucas Moura. Gives it to Bentancur. Looking for the run of Heung-min Son. Finds him. Son onto Kane. Looking for options infield. Can I find any? I was looking for Richarlison. Doesn't have the pace. And I think that will be that. Aston Villa get it clear. It is that. That is game over. It's 1-0 here at Villa Park. And to be honest, we haven't been particularly good today. I think we weren't great either in our opening game. I keep saying to myself that I'm playing without any pressure. But I don't really think that's helping the situation because I'm playing pretty poorly without any pressure. So maybe with that draw, let's have a look to see whether or not United had a decent result. And if that's going to put some more pressure on us, and hopefully we can play better in our next game. So I will check the Premier League table shortly, but for now, it is back to the Europa Conference League, and it's back to the second leg against Rangers. And this is a game I think I will sim. I put my first team out. You can see I've swapped out Son for Richarlison. That is the only change to the normal first team that I've gone with. We are 3-1 up. We do have 3 away goals. I think this is a risk I can take. So I'm going to go ahead and sim this game, and hopefully we can get the job done against Rangers and get ourselves into the next round. And we do get the job done. It's another 3-1 win. Harry Kane with 3 goals with the hat-trick in the Europa Conference League. We win 6-2 on aggregate overall, and we will sail into the next round, which I actually think is the semi-final. So huge win for us today. Another 3-1 win against Rangers. We sail into the next round. Hopefully we can keep up that momentum. We can keep up the number of goals as we move on to our next Premier League game. And back to the Premier League it is. And as you can see, I've gone full rotation once again, as we do have a monster game against Manchester United coming up in a few days that will shape our top 4 aspirations moving forward. So as for now, I've done, as I said, full rotation. Tanganga, Lacroix and Sanchez at the back. Spence, Sessegnon in the wing-back positions. Skip Bentancur and Hill with Richarlison and Moura up front. I am going to sim this game, as we obviously do have quite a lot of games to get through here. It is a game I'm pretty confident on. So fingers crossed we can get through it and we can pick up the win at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And we do pick up the win. It's a 2-1 win at the Tottenham Stadium. Bryan Hill and Richarlison getting on the score sheet. So we manage to actually come from a goal down. So great character shown by my team whilst I'm not there. So pretty happy with that. So that gives us some great momentum, hot off the back of getting through to the semi-final of the Europa Conference League. It's another Premier League win, and hopefully that'll put us in a really, really good position to go ahead and try and get a result against Manchester United. But just before we go ahead and play Manchester United, I just wanted to have a quick look at the Premier League table, and you can see they have cut the point gap to us to only 6, and obviously we are playing them at Old Trafford, so we're not home and dry just yet. They do have a great opportunity to try and claw some points back from us, so we do have to be professional and try and get the job done against them. Chelsea, they're on 53, so I'm pretty confident now we should be able to get Champions League football for next year. It's just about whether or not we can creep into that top 3 in the best of the rest battle ahead of Manchester United. And you can see we've lost ground to both Liverpool and City, so I definitely think the title is out of reach for sure. But enough of the talking. Let's head over to Old Trafford and let's see what we can do against Manchester United. So last time we played Manchester United, we beat them a whopping 6-0 at home. I've got a funny feeling it is not going to be so easy this time at Old Trafford. You can see usual stuff for us. We've reverted to our normal starting 11. As for United, it's a 4-3-3. Casemiro, Fernandes, and it looks like Thomas Muller. That I think it was like 80 or 90 mil they spent on him in the summer transfer window. So he's playing in central midfield, which is an interesting role for him. But Ronaldo leaning the line with Rashford and Sancho up supporting him as well. So yeah, going to be a difficult game, an important game that we need to get a result. We don't necessarily need to win, we just need to get some sort of result and to really stop them winning. So let's head over to Old Trafford and let's see how we get on. Dyer. That is an unbelievable ball to Emerson Royale, to Heung-min Son. It's 1-0. Thank you very much. We lead 1-0. Emerson Royale passed the ball to Harry Kane. We don't. We do not lead 1-0. I thought it was taking a while for him to cut to the celebration. And annoyingly, Heung-min Son just offside. Again, annoying from FIFA. I didn't ask Heung-min Son to do that. And it was very, very easy for him to stay onside there. So the AI being a bit silly and once again costing me a great opportunity to go 1-0 up. He runs all the way out to the corner flag though, but he manages to get the ball cross. And Hugo Lloris easily able to deal with that. He throws it out, but it's a poor throw. Casemiro has it. United putting on the pressure here, but Romero, who's had a very solid game so far, gets the ball away. Kane to Son. Basuma. He's got space to run into. Has he got the pace to run into? He does. He strikes, and that is a brilliant, brilliant save from De Gea. Brilliant stuff from him. There was an option to play it across, but to be honest, I was a bit worried that the defenders would get there, and I thought I'll hit it hard and hit it low. De Gea gets down, and he makes a great save. We do have the corner. Heung-min Son throws it in. Longley way over the bar. Went for the low cross again, and he just did not do it. I hit the ball twice, I hit the circle button twice, sorry, and they just did not follow instructions. Sancho now drives forward for United. Ronaldo has it. Casemiro. Got to stop the ball getting into the box. Rashford. Brings it to Ronaldo. Little tricks there, but doesn't manage to get it forward. But they do manage to get it in a decent position. It's Sancho. Sancho wide of the target. That was a great opportunity for United there. And that is a red card. I wasn't even commentating on that because I didn't even think anything was going to happen. Emerson Royale picked the ball up. Rashford, sorry, just came right into the back of him. And it's a straight red card. What on earth? Emerson Royale was going nowhere. You can see where the ball is. I was going absolutely nowhere. I turned it around because I had no options ahead of me. Turned it around to give it to Romero. What is Bentancur doing there? And Rashford just went straight into the back of him. And United down to 10 men, and we need to make this count now. If we can win this game, I'm pretty sure that all but solidifies third place, as that is a pretty shocking challenge from Gaia. And now United have a free kick in a dangerous area. They go short though, which was a bit of an odd decision. Ronaldo has it against Kulusevski, and it's a corner for United. So even though they're down to 10 men, they're actually putting even more pressure on us here. What can they do from this corner? They're going to whip it in. Unfortunately, Romero manages to get it clear. Romero, though, that is brilliant from him. And he's looking for Heung-min Son, who should have the pace on Harry Maguire. He does, but not enough to be able to get past him. But I do have it here. I'm going to strike. It's a terrible, terrible strike from Heung-min Son. He's got to do better in those situations. Son Royale, don't do anything stupid here. He almost does. Almost gives the ball away. Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro. United playing it around nicely. Sancho's in. And Hugo Lloris made that look a little bit more difficult than it needed to be. But fortunately, we get the ball away. Gaia has it. We do not get the ball away. That is Lindelof putting the pressure on. He drives that wide to the corner flag, and I thought he'd gone off there. But Romero gets it away. Royale onto Kane. Going to look for the run of Gaia. I find him. That is a terrific ball from Harry Kane. Going to play this inside. Heung-min Son. Surely he does. I thought the goalkeeper had collected that, but it was bouncing around all over the shop. No communication between the centre-back and between the goalkeeper. And Heung-min Son pounces on that and sticks it in the back of the net. It's 1-0 Tottenham, and I can't say, to be honest, that it is particularly deserved. We've been poor in this second half, but I don't care either way. We get the goal. It's Heung-min Son's 14th goal of the season, and we lead here at Old Trafford 1-0. And surely, with 3 minutes left, that all but secures us third place in the Premier League. Almost won it ahead of Romero, but fortunately Romero wins it. And Basuma almost got to it, but it doesn't matter. Game over here at Old Trafford. We win once again. We beat them in the return game. It's 1-0 here. I don't know who that is. Is that supposed to be Ten Hag? Either way, that guy had hair, so it definitely can't be Ten Hag. I don't know who that's supposed to be, but doesn't matter. We won the game 1-0. That puts some daylight between us and United, and surely now that secures third place in the Premier League. And just as I was going to say, us against Brentford is our last game of this episode, we actually have a bonus game. As because obviously we beat Rangers, we're through to the semi-final of the Europa Conference League, we have an away game against Feyenoord in the semi-final. So actually, I was going to play against Brentford, but I think I'm going to sim that, as we are now 9 points clear, you can see from the Premier League table, of United. So I'm going to sim this game, and then I'm going to go ahead and play the Europa Conference League game against Feyenoord. And it was a game well worth simming. A 2-0 win away at Brentford. You can see from the goal scorers, Richarlison and Sanchez, I went full rotation with that Europa Conference League game in mind. The only person to keep his position was Hugo Lloris. Richarlison and Sanchez both getting on the score sheet. We win 2-0 against Brentford, and on we go now to our first leg Europa Conference League semi-final against Feyenoord. And here we are. First leg of our Europa Conference League game. You can see it's my normal starting 11. I'm pretty much just rotating the full 11 now. The starting 11 pretty much picks itself. As for Feyenoord, it's a 4-3-3 with Jan Bach, I think, in the centre attacking midfield role. I think he was a former Brighton player, as well as Aarons. I think that's Max Aarons of Norwich, who's playing right back. So maybe he's made the transfer over to Feyenoord. I don't quite know. But yeah, big game. Europa Conference League semi-final. This is a competition we need to win, and it's a competition I definitely think we can win. So let's head over to Feyenoord and see how we get on. Horrendous choice from Højbjerg, and it was actually Max Aarons. So Max Aarons has made the transfer to Feyenoord. So that is a very interesting FIFA transfer. As Feyenoord have a great opportunity. Eric Dyer with a big sliding challenge. That was a risky challenge, to be completely honest. I was half expecting to give a penalty away. Looking for the run of Heung-min Son. Can he find him? He can. Heung-min Son into Kulusevski. We couldn't get the strike off. But Højbjerg got the strike off. And it was way wide. A great opportunity there. To be honest, I probably should have just hit the target with Son. I tried to be clever and I tried to play it across. Gets a lovely little block in. And we managed to get it away. We're very lucky with that, to be completely honest. As Basuma, the ball was on for Kulusevski, but I didn't find him. Kane's going to now look right across the pitch for Gaia on the left-hand side. Does find him, who finds Son. Son to strike. Great interception, well, great block, I should say. as that was going top bins from Heung-min Son. But we're going to try and throw this one into the box. It's a good corner. We get our head to it, but it's not enough. Feyenoord only clear it as far as the edge of their box. Basuma now, he will pick this one up. Gives it to Longley. Into Højbjerg. I'm going to look for the run-up by wing-back. Can I find him? No. Looking for the wing-back. Find him. We've got ample space to run into. Looks for Son. Son's on. Turns. Great stop from the goalkeeper. Kulusevski now. We try and break. The run was on for Son, but I think he was just going to be offside, so I'm going to look out wide. I find Gaia. Can he get a decent ball in? Højbjerg is free at the back post. Højbjerg! It's a brilliant header. I didn't think he was going to get there, but he does. And we lead here. We get the away goal in this semi-final. It is a great counter-attack from us. Lovely sweeping play from back to front, and it's a great ball across. Finally, Højbjerg gets on the end of it, and it's Tottenham 1, Feyenoord 0. Won that so well in the air, left the keeper with absolutely no chance. He punches the air in celebration. He does it twice, in fact. It's his first goal in 3 matches. He's G'ing the crowd up. I'm G'd up. It's 1-0 Spurs. I was looking for Son, but couldn't find him. But Højbjerg gets that back. Looks for Gaia again. Does find him. He's going to try and throw this in. We're there. Basuma is there. It's 2-0. Again, Gaia with a brilliant cross in. And Basuma, unmarked at the back post, easily slots home to give us a 2-0 cushion here against Feyenoord in the semi-final. What a brilliant ball after some great play from Højbjerg to try and win it back. We leave the goalkeeper with absolutely no chance, play it right across him, and we lead here 2-0. And this is a great semi-final for us. Kulusevski wins that easily. Feyenoord are all over the shop now. Kulusevski, I'm going to try and play Kane in. I do. Oh, just. He was literally inches. And when I say inches, I mean inches away. Son to Gaia. He's got space to run into, but he chooses Højbjerg, who chooses Kulusevski, who chooses the back of the net. It's Tottenham 3, Feyenoord 0, and Feyenoord have completely fallen apart. What is going on? I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. Kulusevski with a brilliant goal once again. Well, the actual goal itself wasn't great, but the build-up to it was fantastic. Another sweeping counter-attack. I thought I'd lost it, and to be honest, I thought I'd made the wrong decision. I should have really played the short pass to Kane, and he would have been in clearly, but it doesn't matter. Kulusevski manages to barge his way through the defender. Keeper with pretty awful attempt at trying to save that, to be completely honest. And we lead here 3-0 to Harry Kane. Is Kane offside? No, he's not. Heung-min Son has it. I think one of my players was going to be offside. Kulusevski has this now. Into Kane. It's got to be 4. Heads it back to Longley. Højbjerg to Sessegnon, looking for the run of Son. Finds Son. Son is in here. Can he strike this? He does. Great save from the goalkeeper. But it looks like we are going to have success in this game, because that is it here at Feyenoord. It is 3-0, and after what was a very difficult first half, Feyenoord just completely fell apart in the space of about 10 or 15 minutes. We smashed 3 goals past them, and we take a commanding lead into the second leg, which we will play at home. So that puts us in a phenomenal position to get into the final of the Europa Conference League. And that is that for the end of this episode. As you can see, another jam-packed episode. It's the second time this season we've had an 8-game month. And with those positive results in the Premier League, we've now gone 12 points clear of Manchester United. They do have a game in hand on us, so if they do win that, obviously they'll bring that down to 9. But we are putting ourselves, and we have put ourselves in a commanding position to secure Champions League football. So I'm pretty sure that is all but done with 4 games left. So our attention must turn to the Europa Conference League. You can see City are leading the way, with Liverpool having a game in hand. They can draw at level. So interesting title fight going on. And if we just go back down to the bottom, Leicester are rock bottom. They are having a shocking campaign. And to be honest, with 4 games left, I think they're going down. Leeds United have got a shot. They're only 4 points behind. Nottingham Forest in 18th as well. So it's going to go down to the wire for Nottingham Forest and Leeds. But I think Leicester are all but out. And let's have a quick look over to the priority now. Let's have a quick look at the Europa Conference League. And it looks like Real Betis are winning 1-0 on aggregate. So possibly it could be a Spurs-Real Betis final in the Europa Conference League. We'll have to wait and see. But it is a competition, as I've said. We do need to win, and we are looking on course to win. So let's have a look at the calendar, and we'll have a look to see what the last round of matches will be as we are entering May. I just realised I rhymed there. I didn't actually even mean to do that, but that was poetry in motion from me there. We do have 5 games in May. We've got 4 Premier League games. Leicester, Liverpool, which is a big game, Fulham and Bournemouth. But the most important game is obviously going to be the return leg against Feyenoord. And obviously, if that is positive, we will, of course, have the Europa Conference League final in May as well. So, yeah, some games to be played, some games to sim. But that is that for the end of this episode. Another jam-packed episode. 8 games and 8 very, very positive results. Pretty much almost just like the previous month where we had 8 games. We almost win them all except for 1 draw. And unfortunately, that was to Aston Villa. But yeah, it's been a very, very positive episode. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the episode, please feel free to like and subscribe. It will do the channel's absolute wonders. So yeah, hopefully, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.